if these people who are Muslims, if they're not aligned with the terrorism and the terrorists, and they're not extremists, how come they don't denounce and stand up against, the terrorism and all the bad stuff that these guys are doing? Is there some insight into that you can share with us?
There is, and I'm glad you asked that question, because I get this question all the time, right? What people have to realize is, when I say have to realize, is take into consideration, right? When you're dealing with the Middle Eastern community, regardless of what their ethnicity is, there are several factors that play a role into why there's not a lot of speaking out against certain things.
Like outrage
I'm sorry?
Like outrage.
Like outrage, yeah, right.
Yeah.
And a lot of it has to do with the tribal codes that are in place.
Okay.
If we look at it from a Western perspective, an American perspective, right? And I want you to understand, when I say you, whoever's watching or listening, in the American society, in the Western society, once you turn 18 years old, you're responsible for your own actions.
Okay.
Right? So, and I want to kind of start and set the framework to understand. Let's say you have 3 brothers, right? Your parents are good people. All your siblings are good people. And your middle brother decides he's going to get on drugs and go rob stores.
Okay.
Right? And he's, let's say, 23 years old.
Right.
When the people in your community find out about that and they see the arrest, they're just going to say, oh, that's one of the Johnson boys.
Yeah.
Right? But it stops there. Well, he's one of the oddballs. He's the black sheep of the family. There's a distinct disconnect from the rest of the family.
Yeah.
In the Middle Eastern culture, and it has nothing to do with religion, because it's shared across all the way from Asia over into the Balkans and, even into Russia. What an individual does reflects on the entire family.
Okay.
Right?